What is going on, my friends? Today I want to show you a 6'9" point center build in 2K26. I'm having a lot of fun using these do-it-all builds in the random rec center. You guys seem to be enjoying it. I've been posting about my 6'11" a lot so far. I made that 2 weeks ago, and it's probably my favorite build that I've used so far this year in 2K26. So I asked you guys, I want to make another do-it-all build. What height do you want to see next? You guys voted on a 6'9" do-it-all build, so that's what I'm going to show you guys today. It comes out to be a mid-paint point center, which is nasty. I really like that build name, especially because it says point center. So let's get right into it. You got to be 6'9", 260 with a 7-foot wingspan to be able to do all the things that I'm looking to do with this build. Starting with our speed and agility, you're going to have a 79 speed, 73 agility, 73 strength, 88 vertical. One of the things I don't love about this build is that these are the same dimensions that I have on my 6'11". So I'm sacrificing 2 inches of height to get, this virtually the exact same physicals, which I'm not a huge fan of, but once you see the build and what I'm trying to do with it, it's going to make a lot more sense. So let's get right into it. I want to be able to do everything. I don't want any weaknesses on this build. All right. So starting with my offensive and defensive rebound, we're going to have an 85 offensive rebound and a 94 defensive rebound. I'll get more into detail about my cap breakers, once I get to the next screen where I can show you all the different things I can do with cap breakers. But right now, we're going to put 2 of them on my defensive rebound. So we will have a 96 rebound to get Rebound Chaser Hall of Fame. In the Random Rec Center, anyone that plays a lot of Random Rec, which I believe is most of the people subscribe to this channel, thank you for subscribing. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. But there's a lot that you need to do in Random Rec, right? It's very easy to get phased out in this game mode, right? People come in with their agendas. People come in, only thinking about themselves. There's not a lot of team basketball involved in the Random Rec Center. So I want to be able to not get phased out at all. I want to be able to rebound, defend, dribble, shoot, and finish at the rim at a high level. So with the 96 rebound, it's going to be impossible for me not to touch the ball, especially with me being at center. 260 pounds. I'm sure I'll be placed at power forward a good amount as well. That's okay. All right. I'm going to have a 96 rebound. I'm not going to put any +1s or +2s on this. 96 rebound with an 85 O board is honestly perfect for me, I believe. I'm a little undersized, so that's why we went with an 88 vertical. That's going to help me a lot getting these offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. 7-foot wingspan isn't crazy big, but I think it will do just fine. Going into our defense, we're going to have a 70 interior. We're going to go up all the way to an 85 perimeter and a 60 steal. Now, originally when I made this build, I had a 74 perimeter and a 73 steal, and I had a 54 block. And when I did my block cap breakers, because that's what I'm trying to cap break, it only went up 1 at a time. So if I used 2 cap breakers, it went up 2. So I had to switch things up. My perimeter now goes up to an 85, which now I can probably make videos and get content for you guys using this build in park, which originally I don't think I could have done. 60 steal stinks. I don't love it, but we get interceptor, which to me is worth it. I'm used to 60 steal this year, so that's okay. And now our block can get all the way from a 54 to an 84, which I love. I love 84 block this year. I don't love the idea of going from a 50 stat to just an 80 stat, but when it comes to block, I do think I'm willing to do it, especially when you look at the rest of the build. It just makes sense to be able to do that. So that's what I'm going to go with today. The beauty of having a 6'9" is that all of these badges that you see right now, can go up, with a +2 or +1 because it's tier 2 as well. It gives me a lot more flexibility. Unfortunately, I can't get on ball menace any higher. You guys can let me know in the comments if maybe I should change that up a little bit. But I can get this up from bronze to silver or bronze to gold. I don't have high enough agility, unfortunately. Immovable Enforcer's bronze, and Pick Dodger is also bronze. Again, can't get it up to silver, unfortunately, because of my low agility. I have to be very fat to get up to a 96 rebound. But yeah, nonetheless, I still love it. Challenger on silver. Not a huge fan of Challenger this year. I think it's kind of pointless this year, to be honest. But 85 perimeter, nonetheless, is still pretty good. Maybe this is something that we change up. This is just the build that I'm thinking about making right now. But when I finalize this build, I will go live. So if you want to, take place in that live and help me finalize this build, you can subscribe to the channel and you'll get notified when I go live. You feel me, baby? So this is what our defense looks like. The cap breakers will make more sense once we get to the next screen. Playmaking, you know, to go with this rebound, I want break start at a high level, so I'm going to go with an 87 pass. If you're new to the channel, you probably don't know this, but I am in love with Tyrese Halliburton pass style. It helps that I'm a Pacers fan, so I'm a little bit biased, but I do believe that it is by far and away the best pass style that 2K has to offer. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have that, so I'll have to, you know, mess around with some other pass styles and figure out exactly what's really good and what's not, and just kind of roll with what I, you know, come up with in my findings. But break start on gold, that's what we need. So much better than 75 pass. 87, I still feel very good about it. 80 ball handle, I want to be able to dribble at a high level. I'm used to dribbling at a 6'9" height with an 80 ball handle, so, you know, nothing new here. If anything, I could maybe lower this a little bit to about 75. But I want to get, you know, some decent animations at 80 ball handle. Unpluckable silver doesn't hurt at all either, so feel good about that. And then our speed with ball, I will be using my +2 max 2 badge elevator to get this from bronze to gold. Love the gold level of lightning launch this year. I think that might be the best gold badge this year. I think it's a great bang for your buck, especially when you don't have to go up to an 86 speed with ball to do so. So I really like that. I want to be able to shoot. So the shooting that you're about to see is about as low as I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna go with an 86 midi. We're gonna go with an 83-3. That way we can get limitless on bronze. Just gives us the ability to shoot a little further out. And then finally, with our free throw, only gonna go up to a 70. I'm not shooting a lot of free throws in rec, to be honest with you. Anytime that I do, it's pretty easy to shoot. I've been using low free throw all year, so feel pretty good about my free throw. Like I said, limitless here. I will be using 3 cap breakers on my midi to go from an 86 to an 89. So shifty will go up to silver, set shot will be gold. Once I get my specialization done, I will +1 set shot to gold, or excuse me, to Hall of Fame, and shifty will be +2. So instead of silver, it will be Hall of Fame. Feel very good about that. I'm getting closer and closer to finishing my specialization. I'm still pretty far away. I still have like 3 goals left, maybe 3.5, because I'm halfway through my 7th goal, I think. But either way, really excited to get that done, and that's probably going to be the only specialization I get done this year. But feel very good about the shooting. I can shoot middies at a high level, can definitely front fade with an 89 midi, and 83-3 is a proper level. It's really easy to shoot this year, so I think that my shooting should be fine. Now, with our finishing, I'm only going to go up to a 70 layup. That gets us our physical finisher on bronze. But the big reason why we're going to just stay at a 70 for layup is because I have a 90 driving dunk. So I'm 1 wingspan away from getting a 96 dunk, which I would love to try out. But unfortunately, because of my wingspan, I'm not able to do so. So I'll be using 3 cap breakers to get my driving dunk from a 90 to a 93. My 6'11 build, I have 87 dunk with a 90 layup. I don't really see the benefit of having such a high dunk and such a high layup. I really don't shoot layups, to be honest. I need to get better at it. So that 6'11 build is going to be my build where I really try to master the hop steps, the euros, and spin layups, because I'm not very good at them, to be honest with you. I'm not very good at this game. 93 dunk it doesn't take any skill to use, so I felt comfortable going up to a 93 dunk. So that's the build. I mean, this build is on paper the best build that I've made so far in 2K. It can do a little bit of everything. I have a 96 rebound, a 93 dunk, 87 pass, an 89 midi. Like, this build can do literally everything. So let's get into the build right here. Let these guys yap a little bit here. You guys know how it goes. They yap and blah 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 blah.
I need you to be honest.
We don't care. We don't care. We're gonna move. We're gonna move past this. All right. Sorry if this if your ears are in a conundrum right now. But look. So we look at our cap breakers here. It messed up my block again. Give me 1 second. Let me go back and figure it out. And after further review, I had to lower my O board by 1 stat. Just going from an 84 to an 85. I'm not able to do with, you know, what I want to do with my cap breakers. So because of that, we can get a 79 free throw. So everything else stays the same other than that. We're going to move on to the next screen. I'll show you my cap breakers and exactly what I have, you know, for my vision with this build. But it does come out to be a mid-paint point center. This build can literally do everything. I think when you think about random rec, sorry, I'll wait for these guys to stop the yipping and yapping. But when you think about random rec, I think that this build gets the job done and does a little bit of everything. So if we look at our cap breakers here, block is where we're going to have a lot of opportunity to go up high. Right here, you get 15. I could stop right there right? Or no. I lied. You get 15 here, all right? 6 more, quick math, that's 21. And then right here is 26. So you can go up 30. So you're going from a 54 block all the way up to an 84. So maybe that's something that we mess around with and really see what we can do with our cap breakers. If not that, I could go up like maybe 20. So 15 here, another 6 here, that's 21. Now we have a 75 block, and we are able to get Paint Patroller, a little bit of chase down block. That's something that I could do, and then use my other 2 cap breakers or 3 cap breakers that I have in mind and go with steel. So now we can get a 73 steel. But this is where we're going to get creative. So let me know in the comments what we should do with their steel and block. Right now, I'm thinking putting 5 here to get an 84 block. This is right now an 84 block right here. So that's 5. I'll use, let me think here. I have 5 left. I'll use 3 here to get my dunk up. So 1, 2, 3, we'll have a 93 dunk. So that puts us at 8. And then 2 more, I can probably do, 2 more midi. I probably will buy the season pass, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a degenerate. So we'll have 11 cap breakers, and I'll get it to an 89 midi. So now we can get our set shot to gold, shifty on silver. And now when we hit the next rep level, which I think is starter 4, I think maybe 5, we could use 3 cap breakers and get this steel up to about a 75. And now we have interceptor on silver. So a lot of opportunity with this build. I can also work up and try to get my pass ac up to a 91 right here. There's a lot of things that we can do, all right? But the obvious right now is going to be a 96 rebound there, a 93 dunk here, and an 89 midi. So maybe we just got to take care of those things first and then do these 2 things last. But we'll figure that out in the live stream. Again, I'm not sure when I'll do it. I'm aiming for Friday morning, early Friday morning. So if you want to partake in that and help me finalize this build, subscribe so you get notified when I go live. But excited to get this built for you guys. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment what you think about it. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Peace.